tents the same way. But it's on a kind of spotted. It's on the leeward side, I guess, the way the wind come in and stuff. Cause up there where we built the airport on the top up there, it didn't show any on there, but of course all that up there was coral anyhow and white. And that,
But down there where you had your camp,
yes.
it was that the morning after the bomb was dropped?
I would say so. You know, every time we got news that they dropped it and all this and that, how many hours went by, I don't really know.
Okay.
But it was pretty shortly afterwards.
All right, I'm going to ask you a hard question. Do you think it was necessary to drop the bomb?
Well, I don't think I'd be here now if they hadn't have dropped it.
Okay.
Because a lot of them hollered and fussed about it, but them people didn't give up. And if we'd invaded Japan, they'd been, which we was, our next step was after that, was Japan would have been, they'd have probably been killed.
Okay.
A lot of others. There'd have been a lot of them because they didn't give up. They'd even jumped off a cliff keeping surrendering.
One of the sailors on one of the ships said that they had started arming them and training them to fight in combat.
Yeah.
Because they were set to invade Japan. And
Well,
you all would have been in the front, wouldn't you?
Yeah. We'd have been on the front row.
Okay. Do you remember when Japan surrendered? Did y'all get word of it there on the island?
Yes.
Okay.
We got a little beforehand, of course, that airplane she makes, and see, they brought it in on the runway up there, and they secured it. Wasn't nobody supposed to be around it, and they had them to get out, and
All right, now who we're talking about? Who was in the airplane?
Japanese, those people that never tells it on about the news, but all them that went and signed the peace treaty on that ship, they was on that and flew in there and searched, the plane was searched, and then he went down there and put on Missouri, and then they come in Japanese harbor up there, Tokyo Harbor, and that's where they signed it. But see, it was never.
Okay, now, so you're telling me that the Japanese who signed the peace treaty landed in your little Aoshima
Yes.
island, and they were they were
Pulled
searched?
Off, yeah, they pulled off the plane. They had a plane which was a copy of RB-25, and it was painted white with a green cross on it, each side of it. And it come in and landed on the island up there, and they had a couple of Navy ambulances up there, and they put them on them ambulances. The pilot and those officials, while they searched that plane all over to make sure that it wasn't rigged to blow up or anything, and then they put it back on. Now, I was about a block and a half from them when they doing that searching. Of course, one of them Air Force guys I got well acquainted with, he was a camera expert, and they cut them film down that's for them night fighters. We had an old box camera over there. Of course, them film was thick, which is about 8 or 9 is what it's supposed to be on a roll of film, but we could get 5 or 6 according to how tight, and then we take it, it was really A1 grade film, and he told us he was coming in, and they had some vehicles parked up there that we went up there and laid low until they started getting out, and then we taken a few pictures of
them.
them and of the plane. I never got, didn't get any of them,
Pictures of the man.
the men. Only those that just walking around out there.
Okay.
But now I got a good picture of the plane.
Yes, you did. Charles, the plane then left Aoshima
Yes.
with the Japanese officials that were
Yeah.
going to sign the peace treaty.
And where it went to, I don't know. It's somewhere down around Leyte or somewhere down in there, and landed on
Missouri.
Missouri.
Okay, and there's where the treaty was signed.
No, it was signed up there in
Tokyo Bay.
Japanese harbor up there. Cause see, that was old MacArthur on it, and everything was done the way he predicted. He wanted to be on Missouri, and of course he wouldn't ride all that about 3 or 4 days on the Missouri up there to sign that peace treaty.
So he made them get out
Yeah.
and come on over. Did you go into Japan after the war?
Yes, on the way home.
Okay, did you see some of the devastation?
Well, saw quite a bit of it. Of course, it was what we started home on was a ship called Sea Bass, and we got about 60 miles off of Tokyo, and it lost its screw. So we drifted around out there while they waited for a tub to come pull us in, and they brought us in there, and we spent about 4 or 5 days a week there, and
Tokyo Bay.
Tokyo Bay, Yokohama, and so of course it was some of them right off, but I stayed with a group pretty well. We went to see some of their museums and something, stuff like that. Some of them museum I kind of wished I hadn't went to, because it's showing lamps and stuff they had made there. The shades were made out of human skin. And that's where I saw my first mimosa trees. Boy, they were big over there.
I wish they'd have kept them over there.
Yeah.
They cause a lot of hay fever, don't they? They're beautiful.
Yeah, we had one here till it died, and I didn't worry about it.
How long did you stay there on Aoshima, though, before they sent you home?
Well, when we landed there, about a week or 10 days after they dropped that bomb, they pulled us off and moved us back to Okinawa.
Okay.
And then we stayed there in Okinawa, and that's where we set up a camp and went building that Navy Air Base, a permanent one. It had blacktop and everything. They had a civilian crew and a Army engineer crew, and then we had some people in there building that blacktop at least, and we hauled it in there about 20 miles across there.
Was the blacktop better than the coral?
Oh yes, the coral made good foundation, but you know, when it dries out or anything like that, well then it rusted up. But this blacktop there, it had a coral base under it.
Okay.
Anything over there was coral. Now, I was a big typhoon they had over there. That was in September
Of 45?
of 45. Now, we was already over on Okinawa then, and they blowed a bunch of the ships up on the beach there, and I don't know, spent a week or 2 weeks getting a bunch of them off, taking bulldozers and cables and pulling, and then they had shovels, steam shovels down there digging out sand trench where I get on back there, and that's where when we started building that airstrip in